Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2024 National Championship. We're at Fraser Park, home of Hutt Valley Softball, and we've got a great game coming up between the Rolleston Raptors and the Hutt City United team from Hutt Valley. And we're at game 40, day 2. The wind has picked up a little bit, but it's been a fine day otherwise. The umpires for today's game. Okay, the play-by-play is going to be from myself, Joe Fariso, with my mentor, Jason Gerbes, a.k.a. Chopper. How you doing, Chopper?
Well, thank you, Joe, and thank you for the warm welcome. And kia ora koutou, katoa no mahara mai tēnei poa o te Kemua Poiuka. On day 2 of competition here, the Rolleston team, Premier team. Have you seen them before? No, you haven't. You know why? Because they're debuting their first national championship. Great to have them along. And, of course, Hutt City United, as you mentioned, 2 really good teams today. I think the battle between them is going to be interesting. Hutt City United made the top 8 last year. Rolleston in their first event. But it's all on the line. The winner of this game goes through to the top 8.
No doubt about it. It's a winner go to the bottom. A winner go to the top 8. Loser goes to the mid 8. So it's everything to play for. Hutt City United are loaded with youngsters, and we got the first pitch coming up. Defensively for the Rolleston Raptors, in center field we got Grayson Keeper, right field Raykin Bonds, left field Tihahu Wall, the shortstops Blake Hardy, second base Caleb White Hodge, at first base Cam Irvine, third base Aiden Tamati. The pitcher is Josh Kelly, and behind the plate is Craig Nelson.
Pretty good defence here from Rolleston. I'll tell you what, they've turned some heads. They come third in the Canterbury Association Premier Division this year. First year into the Premier Division. What a great start for the Rolleston team.
Yeah, they just got the first out against Tane Mumu, a very good hitter. And up now is the DP, number 3, former Black Sox player Tyson Byrne.
Well, Hutt City United, they are stacked from top to bottom. Of course, we've seen them over the last few years with this youthful mix coming through. Now adding the experience, the likes of Tyson Byrne and Joel Evans. And of course, the ever so inspirational Tane Mumu to the lineup. It's made them real contenders.
No doubt about it. Yeah, that ball was just fouled off by Tyson Byrne. Here comes the pitch. Just outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Big reason Rolleston has turned heads this year is the guy starting on the hill, Josh Kelly. Of course, in 2018, Josh Kelly represented New Zealand at the Junior World Cup held in Prince Albert, Canada. Kelly in New Zealand finished with a bronze medal
ball
that
outside.
year.
2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, this Hutt City United is loaded from top to bottom. You got Joel Evans on deck. And that ball is lined to right field. Tyson Byrne opens the account for Hutt City United with a single to right field.
Fantastic. You see Byrne so many times I've seen him at the batter's plates, so many options to drop it, slap it, but plenty of power as he pulls that one through the right side of the infield.
Strike right down the tram line for strike 1. On deck is number 13, George McCarroll.
You mentioned Joel Evans here coming up to bat, of course. Well, we just call him Mr. Clutch, really, back in 2017.
That ball's low.
Everyone knows his exploits to the Grand Slam to basically win that gold medal for New Zealand at the World Cup. Joel Evans, of course, matured a little now, still in the Black Sox mix. Full of power, full of experience.
That ball's out to left center field, and it is off the fence. Tyson Byrne going to third, and he's going to be waved home. Here comes the throw. It's cut off. Tyson Byrne scores. They got Joel Evans in a rundown. And he's tagged out at third base. He's looking for an obstruction call. Chopper, what do you see there?
Yeah, I think as we see in the replay here, as Burner gets the wave on going home, they cut the ball off to get Joel Evans in a rundown play, and you see him looking there. Joel Evans looks like he may have made contact with the second baseman covering the base here on the way back before he turned the corner, and just asking, is that in Fraser? And it is indeed. He was heading back to 2 at the time.
Shows his experience, Chopper.
Yeah, 100%. Joel, seasoned campaigner, kind of basically knows how to get it done.
Okay, that'll bring up number 13, George McCarroll, center fielder. George had a good under 19 tournament recently.
Fantastic trip to the World Cup.
And Joel Evans sneakily steals third base. George shaded for the bunt, sacrifice, brought the third base up. Shortstop got caught cheating a little bit, and Joel is safe at third. Strike.
McCarroll was one of the top hitters for New Zealand that went away to the World Cup in Hermosillo, Mexico, and he just seems to keep on improving day by day, game by game.
Strike 2. Just on the knees. McCarroll steps out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball's a little up. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Very fastidious with the strike zone is McCarroll. Doesn't swing it too many outside of it.
That ball is up again. And McCarroll does have a tight strike zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. That ball is fouled off. Good cut. Count remains at 3 balls, 2 strikes.
McCarroll's real good at staying in the battle here, but so is Josh Kelly. You notice he's not hesitant to go at these batters. Good rise ball to boot.
Yeah, fouled off the drop ball. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. Has a word with Joel on the way back to the batter's box. Getting a little info.
All good teams obviously communicate a lot, whether it's on offense or defense.
That ball's up. Joel Evans scores on the semi-wild pitch pass ball. George McCarroll goes to first base. It brings in Hutt City United's 2nd run of the ball game.
Well, that's just about staying in the game, isn't it? McCarroll knowing not to swing at a pitch outside the zone. Evans heads up play to come home on anything that looks like a pass ball.
And McCarroll steals second base. The ball was up. Batting now is number 22, E.J. Albright, playing third base.
Yeah, McCarroll is quick. You see him down at second base already. Albright, he's been around a long time. Senior veteran hitter now. Another one of those that's providing a calming presence to this Hutt City United lineup.
Fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, EJ is formerly... Oh, well, he's been around the Hutt Valley for a while.
The decisions we make matter. The cloth you put on your back, that comes from somewhere. Ours is Ecotech, and it comes from here. One of these equals 38.
Just misses on the outside corner. Good eye by Albright. And the count is 2 balls, 1 strike.
Josh Kelly's got his hands full today with this batting lineup from Hutt City United. I think if he can just work inside a little, there you go. That could be really advantageous.
Well, the count must have been 3. And he caged swinging on that inside pitch. Brings up 23, Logan O'Leary, the left fielder.
I know you don't want to give up too many runs here, but if Josh Kelly can get out of this innings with only leaking the 2, I think it gives Rolleston a chance. They'll be a little tight to start this game, but if they can get away with just 2 runs here and then tag on 1 or 2 themselves in the bottom of the first innings, it's game on.
Yeah, as you said before, it's their first club nationals. That's right down the tram line. 1 ball, 1 strike. And when you have an experienced pitcher on the mound, keeps you in the ball game.
It sure does indeed. Got plenty, all the pitches. Down, up, and change does Kelly.
That's a base hit to right field. McCarroll's around third and scoring easily for Hutt City United's 3rd run of the ball game. Clutch hitting by Logan.
Logan O'Leary, you see here, outside location. He just goes with it, and that's the key to good hitting here. Not trying to do too much. And with the pace of McCarroll from second base, they'll plate their 3rd run with ease.
Strike. That brings up number 21, Thomas Cameron, the right fielder.
Fantastic to see Thomas still playing this great game of softball. 2004, youngster on the Black Sox to win the World Cup in Christchurch.
That's outside.
And also played this tournament many, many times. Mount Albert Ramblers with a national title there. And then, of course, getting one for Punika Calburnie down here in Wellington, right here at Fraser Ballpark. So he knows how to get her done.
That ball's up, and he's going to go to third. Here comes the throw. It's safe. It's good heads-up running by Logan.
Well, that's Hutt City's MO. You know, they're given an opportunity, they'll try and exploit it as much as possible. Just as dead away steal. Tough play for the catcher Nelson, getting it all the way out on his left hand there to make that throw down in time. But I guess the middle of the infield's just going to be a little tighter there. Can't give away any free bases at this level.
You can see Craig Wallace's intention. And a ground ball at the third base. Over to first, 5-3 for the 3rd out of the inning. But not before Hutt City United scored 3 runs. And after half an inning of play, it's Hutt City United 3, Rolleston coming to bat.
From the humble beginnings of a Wellington garage and with a good helping of Kiwi Can Do, Resine have been proudly colouring New Zealand since 1946. Environmentally approved quality paints, colours and expert advice, all available at your local Resine colour shop. Our friendly team are here to help you get the best results for your project. With creative colours and innovative paint all made right here in New Zealand. You can rely on Resine to get the job done.
Gentlemen, Hutt City United got off to a good lead, 3-0. Defensively now for Hutt City United. Center fielder is George McCarroll. Right field, Thomas Cameron. Left field, Logan O'Leary. At second base, Keenan Easthope. Shortstops, Tane Mumu. Third base, E.J. Albright. First base, Joel Evans. The catchers, Zar Shaw Wallace. And on the mound, Daniel Severs.
Real good defensive lineup for Hutt City United. Severs and Shaw Wallace, a great combination. Offensively for Rolleston now, the Raptors. It'll be Kepper leading off with Barnes and White Hodge in the 2 and 3 spot. Kelly and Hardy were hitting 4 and 5 today. Craig Nelson, Te Ahu Wall will be hitting after that. Josh Eastwood, the Zeno player, hits in the 8 spot. And Aidan Tamati, the third baseman, rounds out the batting order from the boys from Christchurch, the Rolleston Raptors.
That's a well-hit ball to right center field. A beautiful catch by the right fielder, Thomas Cameron, showing his experience out there.
I don't think it gets any better than that, really, at all. It's a real good contact here from the leadoff hitter, Kepper. Almost got out of the yard, but going back and tracking it over his shoulder, as you so rightly put, Thomas Cameron turning the clock back.
Ball. That ball's up. And Hutt City United now will try to consolidate that inning.
Sure, indeed. They will try to hold this Rolleston team down. However, Rolleston have played well over the first day and a half of this tournament, and they have scored runs, and I expect them to score some runs in tonight's match.
Yep, he went. Two balls, one strike. That ball's down to right center field again. Thomas Cameron tracking it and has got the second out of the inning. Another nice play.
Well, I tell you what, the MO is don't hit it to Thomas Cameron in right field. How good is he? So good with a second catch already here of the match. Rolleston comes in today as we see a replay of that shot. Rolleston comes in today after their day's play yesterday. They go down to Northcote in their first match. A little bit of a touch-up in that first one, but then a strong performance against Island Bay. 7 runs to 0 in that one for the victory.
Fouled off. It brings up number 5, the second base, Caleb White Hodge, former Hutt Valley player. Swing and a miss, and that's the third strike. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. That's the end of the inning, and after one full inning of play, it's Hutt City United 3, Rolleston 0. Hutt City United coming to bat.
Try a trade. Try welding, plumbing, carpentry. Try automated trade skills, material fabrication, electrical. Try painting, try tiling. Try a trade. Starting this month, a 7-week program in partnership with WeldTech and Whitireia. Uncover your passion for a future career. Open to all ages. Register your interest today.
Club championships, national club championships. I'm here with Jason Gerbes, a.k.a. Chopper. Chopper, are the umpires for today's game?
Well, we've got a real decent crew here. We've had a decent crew all week under the tutelage of Woody Mutamaki, the chief umpire in this one. Keith Marsh, the local umpire, will be roaming out of third base. Tom Howard from Auckland, he's at first and calling the balls and strikes. It's North Harbour's hoo-ha, Mark Porteous.
Good. That's fouled off. Brings up number 17. The catcher is Shaw Wallace, another youngster.
Sure is, and an outstanding youngster, and that is Shaw Wallace. Fresh off World Cup duties for New Zealand and Junior Black Sox in Hermosillo, Mexico. Oh boy, I tell you what, he's one of those kids, when you're creating a team, he's one of the first names to put down.
2 balls, 1 strike. Strike on that inside corner.
That's the pitch I think that Kelly and Nelson behind the dish need to work on, using that inside edge. Beat him on the outside to finish, but the inside edge, both up and down.
Yeah, the pitcher wants a... That's a base hit. Shaw Wallace just took that outside down ball to left field. Through the...
Real good pitches you see there. That change up right down at the bottom of the zone or just underneath it, and it's just the composure and hands of Shaw Wallace that turns it into a safe hit.
Brings up number 25, Keenan Easthope. Strike right there on the tram line.
I've been a fan of young Keenan Easthope for a long time, Joe. I tell you, obviously... He's starting to grow a little bit bigger now. Easthope in the batter's box, but he wasn't this size at all for a long time.
That ball gets away, and Shaw Wallace gets second base easily. No, at the under-19s, Chopper, Keenan Easthope was the most valuable player.
Yeah, but you've got to look at it. This kid was playing an upper year all the time. He's the smallest kid in the team. And a lot of small kids, they just try to wait out a walk. Keenan Easthope's never, ever done that. He's always aggressive. He's always backing himself. He's always swinging. And he's become a real threat and an outstanding young player.
That's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled off that pitch there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hutt City United come into today's play after a big win first up against Island Bay, 7 runs to 0.
Strike.
And then who's already
And
qualified.
that's the 3rd strike. Easthope goes back to the dugout.
And who's already qualified from Section 2, Paul, was PCU Devils. They go down to them in their second game, 10 runs to 3. They did beat... Apologies, Joe. They did beat Northcote this morning. So if Hutt City United win this game, they will secure a 2nd spot in the section.
And Zarshaw Wallace on the shade by Tane steals 3rd base. And they're running heaps on this Rolleston team. Ground ball. He holds. He beats it out. Tane Mumu shows his speed and beats out the ground ball, the shortstop. And that's 1st and 3rd.
Well, he's quick. Tane Mumu, of course, that one just bobbled in front of the shortstop, Hardy. Luckily for them, didn't cost them a run.
Brings up number 3, the DP, Tyson Byrne. And it doesn't get any easier. Tane Mumu walks to 2nd base.
Tyson Byrne, we saw him in the first innings, drive that one hard through the right side of the infield. He does that here. It'll play the 4th and the 5th run for Hutt City United.
Nice pitch by Josh Kelly on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hutt City United, very experienced coaching staff. Blair Easthope over at first base assisting, and Craig Wally in charge over at 3.
Fouled off on a sacrifice bunt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And you got Wallace really trying everything. He's running, bunting, playing a short game.
You hear the cheering. JK, not John Kerwin, Josh Kelly.
Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And you can see Tane Mumu at 2nd base getting a real big lead.
Josh Kelly made a big commitment this year playing for Rolleston and out of Christchurch. He lives native out of Nelson, so travels down pretty much every weekend, either flies or drives.
Tane Mumu shows his speed and his experience and gets the outside corner of the plate.
See this late chopper here, the shortstop of the 5-6 hole, trying to get the out at first base, and he does. But Hutt City United put the foot down, and they will run in 2 runs here to lead 5 runs to 0.
Yeah, slow ground ball. And Hutt City United showing the speed that's on this team.
Well, that's good base running, isn't it, Joe?
Absolutely. Joel Evans comes up now with 2 down. Hutt City United, after 1.5 innings of play, have played at 5.
Joe, I've got something I want to ask you shortly.
That's fouled off.
Well, look at Joel Evans in the booth here. He's got a pretty decent moustache, don't you think?
Yeah, he looks a little like the Tom Selleck mustache going there.
Well, if that one is sharp, you wait until you have a look at the 3rd baseman. Look at the moustache on him. We'll try and get him on camera for you.
Strike 2.
Joel Evans prepares.
And that's high. Joel is...
Pretty good. Look at that. I tell you what, Luigi's in the house. Aiden Tamati, that thing is
That's
awesome.
a Mario Brothers.
Oh, baby.
You gotta love it.
Aiden Tamati.
That's outside.
That's an impressive mistake.
That is impressive. We'll get another close-up of that a little later.
Oh, beautiful.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
All right, and that's the third out of the inning. Not before Hutt City United score another 2 runs, and after 1.5 innings of play, it's Hutt City United 5, Rolleston 0. Rolleston coming to bat.
Your world, your colour, your choice with Racine.
Okay, welcome back to windy Fraser Park at Sorensen Field, Diamond 1, where we got a great game of softball between Hutt City United and Rolleston. The wind seems to have died down, Chopper. Just a wee bit.
Oh, Joe, I love your sense of humour. Of course, you're from Wellington. This is just as gentle zephyr here this
That's
evening.
line to right center field. This one's going to the fence. Josh Kelly's around second. He's going to go to third. Here comes the throw. It's safe, standing up. A stand-up triple. And Josh Kelly helps himself.
Well, a big reason why Josh Kelly and the Rolleston team finished third in the Canterbury Association finals this year is because of his pitching, but he can also, he's a good two-way player, and you see there, not only power to drive it to the fence, but the pace to back it up as well.
Okay, that'll bring up the shortstop, number 6, Blake Hardy. Inside, and Rolleston also looking to play a little of the short game, possibly.
I got a chance to catch up with some of the players from Rolleston, and they're all stoked about coming here this year. But one thing I did notice, in a very tight unit.
Yeah, you did.
Ball was up. Bit of another semi-wild pitch pass ball.
As you know, Joe, if you've got a tight unit within your team, good things are going to happen, aren't they?
Right, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. And Hardy's putting down that bunt. Doesn't look like a suicide squeeze, but he's just looking to push and put a little pressure on the defense, get them coming in a little bit.
Well, it's a great idea, isn't it? Daniel Stevens is a very good pitcher here from the Hutt City United. Why not try and get a run on early? And then you never know.
And that's a ground ball. Nice play. And out at home plate. A beautiful double play turned by the shortstop, Tane Mumu.
Well, you see here Hardy with a slow roller up the middle, a bobble for Mumu, throws it in time, and then the present of mind of the defense of Hutt City United is just, unfortunately for Rolleston, just too good.
Yeah, beautiful play. Unfortunate, and that brings up number 19, the catcher, Craig Nelson. And that's a ball to right center field also. This one's going to the fence. Thomas Cameron's throwing it to second base, but Nelson is in there with a stand-up double.
Oh, boy. I tell you what, those are coach killers. It really is. You know, you have an opportunity maybe in an infield ground out to try and score from 3. retro mind, you think back, if I hold there, Nelson drives it to the fence, we score that run with ease. Oh,
No doubt about
good
it.
hit, though, of course, for Nelson.
Chopper, what I'm really impressed with is this Rolleston team hitting to right center field.
And that's the best type, isn't it? Without a doubt.
Those have doubles written all over it. Brings up Atiawa Wall, who swings at the first pitch. No balls, 1 strike. Runner at second with 2 down.
And with the catcher, Nelson, at second base with 2 down, he'll be replaced by Hardy as a temporary runner.
That ball is fouled off, and it's staying in. It just falls into no man's land down the right field line.
Well, that breeze has wreaked a little havoc today in some of the matches. It's starting to settle a little here. So it'll be interesting to see whether it does play a factor or not.
Play. Strike 2.
Well, it certainly played a factor with the beer tents out there this afternoon. That pitch is down.
I joked earlier yesterday, Joe said it was great to see Hutt Valley getting the beer tent set up for Club Nationals. It's a stable at the Men's Club Nationals for so many years, for many reasons. Not just the cold beverage in there, but the learnings you can get from the beer tent as an athlete has always been phenomenal.
No doubt about it, yeah. That's a meeting place. Meet other players from other clubs, having a chat. That's in there for a cold strike 3, and that's the end of 2 full innings of play with Hutt City United leading 5-0 against Rolleston.
Try a trade. Try welding, plumbing, carpentry. Try automated trade skills, material fabrication, electrical. Try painting, try tiling. Try a trade. Starting this month, a 7-week program in partnership with Welltech and Whitireia. Uncover your passion for a future career. Open to all ages. Register your interest today.
I hope you are enjoying the ball game. After 2 full innings of play, we got Hutt City United out to a 5-0 lead, but there's a lot of ball game left.
There sure is, Joe, and a great to see 2 of our umpires there. Howard Tamati with the jacket on and Mark Porteous doing the duties behind the dish today. They're good friends, good umpires, and it's a real privilege to have them here. Real privilege to have you along. I want to thank you for tuning into tonight's broadcast with Atiawa Toa FM and Ballpark Broadcasting. Of course, presented by Softball New Zealand and hosted right here by the Hutt Valley Softball Association.
Home of Hutt Valley Softball. Here's George McCarroll up now. And that's lined to right center field, and that's going to go to the fence. Has triple written all over it. McCarroll is around second, going to third, and he's in. What a stand-up triple.
Well, that's the MO of George McCarroll. He'll wait till he gets a strike he likes. He won't swing anything outside of the strike zone, and when he gets one he likes, he'll pump it in some location. Got the pace to back it up. It's an easy stand-up triple for McCarroll.
His running style is excellent.
Works hard at his game, always training.
That's low. E.J. Albright now up, the third baseman. That ball is up. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 balls, no strikes.
Josh Kelly, see he's an athlete on the hill here for Rolleston. Involved with the family logging business.
Ball is up. 3 balls, no strike.
Probably comes in handy when you're built like that. You can just put one tree on one shoulder, one tree on the other shoulder.
There's a big boy.
I got it covered.
That's a strike down the tram line. 3 balls, 1 strike.
I think this Rolleston team's going to go a long way. If this is the beginning of their Premier men's journey, I think they've got a real good opportunity.
That's inside. Gets away from the catcher.
real good opportunity to do some good things over the next coming years or decade. You look at their athletes, they look fit, they're a good age. Of course, they've got the services of Kelly on the hill as one of their options. I mentioned they're tight, so I foresee something good coming out of Rolleston in the years to come.
Yeah, in these last 2 innings, Chopper, they've hit the ball well. Just made a couple of really good catches by Cameron out in the outfield.
I tell you, to make the top 8 is a huge achievement in New Zealand at the Club Nationals. Rolleston do that on their first trip.
Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way, out of the way, out of the way.
Safe. Looking at possibly the 1-3 play, and it worked. Came off with the runner, the designated runner, Jax Baldwin, getting to second base.
The throw here from the catcher's right on the money. Perfect. Cut off well. As he looks at the runner, pushes him back, and then he just needed to get rid of that. Ooh, that is so close coming back to third base. Very, very close.
Good call by the
well.
umpire. That's a swing and a miss. That's Logan O'Leary, the left fielder, up now with second and third.
O'Leary in the first innings did the damage, drove that one to right field to plate the third run of the ball game for Hutt City United.
A little bit of a danger time now for Rolleston after going down 5-0 now with runners at second and third and none down.
It is indeed. That is, I think you've hit the nail on the head here, actually, Joe. Hutt City United, we already mentioned the top of the broadcast, finished in the top 8 last year. They're a quality side. They are missing Regan Manley, who succumbed to an injury, unfortunately, and ruled himself out of availability for the tournament.
Yeah, he's out at home plate. The runner from first base is going to second.
No, you got a tag on you.
And they changed positions. Wallace is coming down third base.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with that, yeah.
There, you just heard from Mark Portis that he's happy with it. It's right in front of him too, Joe.
Great position.
Got the tag before the slide into home plate. From Rolleston's point of view, they get one out, they don't leak a run, they're going to be happy with that.
No doubt about it. That brings up Thomas Cameron, the right fielder who's made 2 great catches so far in the ball game.
Been fantastic defensively, grounded out to third base with his only at bat of the contest so far. He'll be looking to put something further out on the green.
Nice pitch on the inside corner.
Caught up with Thomas Cameron just before the match. Congratulated him on his work. Not in his own game because he's already achieved enough in that. Well, what he does is a pitching coach.
Swing and a miss on that outside corner.
What I mean by a pitching coach, he coaches a lot of up-and-coming pitchers here in the Wellington and Hutt Valley region. One of his students was Rongomai Luke Royal, just been named for the very first time in the New Zealand White Sox. Congratulations to Thomas and Rongomai.
Absolutely. Was MVP, a top pitcher at the NFC when Hutt Valley won a year ago.
Do you remember that, Joe?
I do remember it. We were down in Christchurch.
I don't think you saw it, though, Joe. You were recalling the game. The tears on your eyes were so thick, it would have been hard to see through them.
Strike on the third strike to Thomas Cameron. Yes, it was a special day.
Fantastic indeed. Great to see the emotion coming out of you. It's real emotion, too,
You
Joe.
know, we try when we're behind the mic to stay as biased as possible. When you have a moment like that, it's pretty special. I'm a Hutt City Hutt Valley stalwart, not Hutt City, sorry. And sometimes wear the emotion on the sleeve.
We're going to designate a runner in at third base. We get a shot of his haircut on here. I've got to tell you, this kid has got some style.
So we got rat tails and mustaches going. That's a strike on that corner. Kelly's just starting to get into his work.
I think just that last pitch was good too. Yeah. A little something off a low lifter. Spun in there perfectly. There you go. There's the designated runner, number 15, Jackson Baldwin. And I gave him a hard time because it looks like sheep wool back here. He's trimmed it up. He took his hat off, and I'm like, okay, young man, that's got a bit of style to it.
We've got 1 ball, 2 strikes on Zaw Wallace. And if Rolleston get out of this inning, it's a real achievement. That's foul back.
100%. The Rolleston lads will be wanting to try and keep this game within reach.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's coming out of play. Heads up over there.
I love that about softballers. You know, when the ball gets popped up, Joe, and they all shout out heads, no one looks up with their head. They all kind of run
No,
for
they
the...
all-
And the young fella from the bench just ran, got hit in the back.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I did think he was going to catch the ball at first, and then he ran away. All right, we got 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Swing and a miss for the 3rd out of the inning, and Rolleston avoid giving up any runs that inning. After 2.5 innings of play, it's Hutt City United 5, Rolleston 0. We'll be right back after a word from the sponsors.
When the radio's on and the sound is hot, you just have to enjoy. There's no way to stop. That's where it sounds like the best every day of the week. Better than all the rest. We let the music speak. All the best throwbacks, 90s and more. Atiawa Toa. All the best throwbacks.
It's gusting up there at the moment.
Down.
We got number 1, Josh Eastwood, the designated player up. Bottom of the 3rd inning. That's a bunt foul ball down the first base line. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, you can see our cameraman over there at first base. We don't normally show all the equipment and stuff, but we want to give a shout out to Central Group Hireage right here at Avalon.
That's foul
for
back.
their fantastic sponsorship of the Hutt Valley Softball Association. If you need to hire any lifts or scissor lifts, forklifts, get a hold of Central Group.
Play. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Give us a wave up there, Toby.
Yeah.
Give us a wave.
That's foul back on a high lifter.
Toby, our cameraman up there, was doing a game earlier today, and he was like, "Oh, guys, they just pulled the power cord out. The wind was too windy." And I'm like, "Oh, is it windy today?"
That's a good pitch for a 3rd strike. And that's the 1st out of the inning. And that brings up number 5, the 3rd base. Oh, number 63, the 3rd base, Aiden Tomati, a.k.a. Mario.
I used to try and play that Mario Kart, Joe. on, I think it was Nintendo or Wii or something like that.
Yeah.
I was terrible. The kids would beat me all the time, and after I was that set, I'm out of here.
Nice play by E.J. Albright. Still has it at 3rd base for a 5-3 ground out.
Good
And-
contact here, but just in on the hands a little bit, and he pulls it around the corner. And as you mentioned, E.J. Albright, they say form is temporary, but class is permanent.
And we're back to the top of the pops. Number 4, Grayson Keeper.
Top of the pops. Was that like a music countdown thing? What was that?
That was a little bit maybe of the old-time
Yeah.
movies, Top of the Pops.
Top of the pops.
No, Saturday music. Not sure who hosted that. It was a good old-time movie, but let's not reminisce too far back.
Okay, fair enough, Joe. You got me good.
That's a pop-up. McCarroll. Oh, that was in no man's land. He's going to second base, and he's safe at second base. McCarroll went back. The right fielder and center fielder merged, but it was one of those sort of Texas leaguers where it just drops into no man's land.
This is that wind we were talking about, and I guess initially it looked like it's the second baseman's ball, but it keeps on carrying, and in the end, it's just too tough, and it finds that bit of grass in the outfield so richly wanted by the Raptors.
With 2 down, they got a runner at second base. Strike 1.
Well, we've seen that a few times today. The hat's blowing off. The wind is coming from home plate to centre field today. So right in the player's face.
Goes on tight. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Just when we say the wind is dying down, we get another gust. A swing on a drop ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, the wind is starting to gust and could play havoc with some of these fly balls if the batters get them up in the air. That's high.
I just got off the phone a little bit earlier with the interim CEO of Softball New Zealand. So I think they're asking how he get on. He went down to Christchurch today for the first day of the Women's Club Nationals. So it was a beautiful day down in Atiawa today, Chopper.
Swing and a miss for the 3rd out of the inning.
And then, though, Joe, he got off the plane landing into Wellington and go, okay, change just a little.
Yeah. Well, we finished 3 innings of play with Hutt City United leading 5-0 over Rolleston. We'll be back after a word from the sponsor.
Try a trade. Try welding, plumbing, carpentry. Try automated trade skills, material fabrication, electrical. Try painting, try tiling. Try a trade. Starting this month, a 7-week program in partnership with Welltech and Whitireia. Uncover your passion for a future career. Open to all ages. Register your interest today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Fraser Park, home of Hutt Valley softball. We're at the Sorensen Field. Leading off is number 25, Keenan Easthope.
Joe, we just saw that opening shot, the Avalon TV towers in the background here of Fraser Ballpark. Do you reckon the Goodnight Kiwi still has a bedroom up there?
Well, it's a good possibility. It's been known to have a person there every once in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, nice little almost play by the catcher. That ball had a lot of spin on it.
Iconic building, the Avalon TV tower here in the Hutt Valley. It's no longer used for TV these days. They do have some production things in the back studios.
They do have some production.
Now an apartment complex, I believe. So if you want to be the Goodnight Kiwi, buy yourself an apartment up there.
Yeah, that would make a nice little apartment in Avalon.
Get a good view.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Get the penthouse up there.
I knew you'd say penthouse, Joe. Straight to the top.
He held. No, and the umpire makes a good call at first base. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the opening batter. That ball's into right center field, and it's going into second base. He's going to come around. He's going to go to third. And again, Hutt City United show their speed on the bases. Great running.
I don't know what that symbol is from East Oak, but if it means, hey, boys, I got it going on, well, then he can use that symbol anytime he likes. The good thing with East Oak there, he does something else as well, is that he didn't do too much with that ball. It's on the outside of the zone. He just places the shot and then turns on the jets.
Yeah, the ball is just flying out to right center field at the moment.
Here comes now.
So all of a sudden, East Hope has a triple, a pass ball, and Hutt City United put their sixth run on the board.
Pressure mounting, of course. Hutt City United haven't put a foot wrong in this match. You mentioned Hutt City United run out victors in this game today. They will go with PCU, Parklands Christchurch United, your Devils, and head on over to the top eight. We see Josh Kelly here with his finger. Let's have a listen to this. I'm going to guessing that don't look too good.
No, it's a little bit on the finger there. I think Kelly is going to continue, but the umpire Porteous wants to make sure that he's going out there for an injury and not for a cup of tea.
What did I tell you, Joe? I told you the profession of Josh Kelly is the logging industry. And I guess any other pitcher out there, that finger's not in a good shape. You can see that's his pitching finger. It's not in a good shape. And he says, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I carry logs around for a living.
Just another branch on his hand.
Yeah. Stays out there.
Tane Mumu up. That's a strike on the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. None down in the top of the 4th inning.
I really like Josh Kelly, to be honest with you.
Tane Mumu just missed beating that out. You can't take it easy with that. But the second base made a nice play. Odd to see a second baseman, left-hander.
That's why it was a close play, and then he had to turn his body around to make the throw. About a step and a half short for Mumu. But what I was saying about Kelly I like is that you can see he's out there for his team. Some other pitchers at 6-0 down, I say, hey, you know what? Someone else's turn. He's like, no, I'll stay out here, even with the beaten up finger.
Yeah, Chopper also, I like the way these pitchers are working. They're quick. They're not going to the back of the mound and taking time. They're getting the ball and throwing it back. That's outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Tyson Byrne now up with 1 down.
Byrne's been really good today. Drove in.
That's a lightly hit ground ball. Tyson takes a deep sigh, goes back to the dugout.
Yeah, you can't always hit him good, can you? But he's had a good day today. He started off with a solid signal to right field, and then he drove in those 2 runs with the ground out to third base.
Brings up Black Sox, number 27, Joel Evan.
Josh Kelly's going, I like that strike. Can we stay there, please? Tahu walk range against left field.
That's foul, grounded foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Joel just balancing, balancing work-life balance now. He's got the young child and has his own business, so he's working a work-life balance around with softball. That's up.
I tell you, Joel Evans, an outstanding representative for New Zealand, of course, Hutt Valley as well. He's a bit sad. Just if you look at the right field shot there used to be a big grandstand here. That grandstand was the mainstay of this ballpark, as you know, Joe, for such a long period of time to sit in and watch the Premier games, international games, even back in the heyday.
Oh, no doubt.
And when they removed that grandstand, they did a couple of things here locally.
That's up, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, when they removed that grandstand, of course, you lost the nostalgic image of this ballpark. But for Joel Evans, you lost his exercise gym. Joel Evans was commonly known to come down before work, run the stairs up and down there a number of times, come down at lunchtime, do it again,
Well,
and then after work, come back and do it again. He would do that 3 times a day as he would get himself in peak physical condition to head away to the World Cup.
well, he's not only a fantastic softball player, but he's an excellent soccer player also, and played many years at top-level soccer out in Wainui. Brings up George McCarroll, who had a triple his last time up. And that's a ground ball just down the right side.
Yeah, McCarroll's been good today. A walk and a triple, as you put it. But when he got on the base pass, he's been trouble as well.
We got Jax Baldwin, the designated runner at first base. That's up. And with a 6-0 lead, with top of the 4th or the 5th?
4th at the moment.
Top of the 4th. Yeah, we'll see if Wally has the runner going. And he does. And Jax Baldwin gets in there pretty easy. I think what you're saying there, Chopper, also is from center field, you have the ball blowing, the wind is blowing in, and so it's making it a little difficult for the catchers throwing to second base, and Wallace is taking advantage of that.
Sure is indeed. Clever coach, Craig Wallace.
That's inside. 3 balls, 1 strike on McCarroll.
Close pitch, that last one. See McCarroll's toes right close to the chalk line.
And McCarroll swung from his heels on that one.
Look at the Rolleston side. They've got a couple of superstars in their team. Joe. Not just Josh Kelly, not a hit.
Inside, it just gets a nick of him.
Yeah. Actually hit him.
Hit by a pitch.
It hit him. It hit him.
You can hear from the home plate umpire. And you'll see here on the Atiawa Toa FM replay how close this actually is. And well called by home plate umpire Mark Porteous.
Pitchers want that pitch sometimes. They want to cover that inside plate. McCarroll was probably inching over a little bit too far. Ball 1 on E.J. Albright. Runners at first and second with 2 down.
So I mentioned a couple of other superstars in this Rolleston team.
That's foul back and out of play.
On the bench for this game, Brock Colbeck, centre fielder Grayson Keeper, second baseman Caleb Hodge, and Luigi Aidan Tamati at third base, all representatives of New Zealand Navy. Won the Inter-Services tournament last week. Clean sweep against the Air Force.
Swing on a miss on the changeup.
And the Army, and the Navy. So the New Zealand Army representatives.
Wow.
So thank you for your service for our country and congratulations on your victory in the Inter-Services Champs.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
Luigi. That's Mario. Isn't it Luigi?
Yeah. That's low. Gets away. Catcher holds on to it, and they got runners at second and third, 2 down.
2 and 2.
Rolleston will want to keep the runs down.
It's a real uphill battle at the moment, isn't it?
It is just a little struggle. Foul back. And Kelly's really just trying to work that inside plate.
You can 100% see you can't it? Those balls on the outside of the plate, they've driven it to the alley, centre right. And the real success for him is on that inside edge.
No doubt. Foul back off of EJ's foot. Ouch.
Well, as the umpire just takes time to tidy up home plate here. So you see that ricochet off the front foot of EJ Albright. That's a good recognition by the home plate.
No doubt about it, yes. Oh, that's the second one off his foot. And we'll see if Porteous cleans the plate again.
he's got the brush out. He's waiting. He is waiting.
The plate is certainly going to be clean.
Oh, you can't rub it. You cannot rub it. I tell you what, it can't hit the same spot. If it does, that thing's stinging right now.
Right. Your ball's 2 strike.
You know, it's a moment like these, Joe.
That's ouch.
I really appreciate being in the commentary booth.
No doubt about it. Oh, that's a great hit by E.J. Albright to left field. Here comes McCarroll. That ball's into over the head of the home plate. E.J. Albright's going to stay at first base, and Hutt City United have lengthened their lead to 8-0. Great piece of hitting by E.J. Albright with a 3-2 count and hitting 2 off his foot.
Real patience in the batter's box to stay composed, even while his leg is aching.
And you see him hobbling and still not going to rub it, but he'd be happy with those 2 RBIs.
I think also that'll do the day for the starting pitcher, Josh Kelly. This pitching change brought to you by Ballpark Broadcasting.
Your world, your colour, your choice with Racine.
Try a trade. Try welding, plumbing, carpentry. Try automated trade skills, material fabrication, electrical. Try painting, try tiling. Try a trade. Starting this month, a 7-week program in partnership with Welltech and Whitireia. Uncover your passion for a future career. Open to all ages. Register your interest today.
Okay, we've got a pitching change here now. Caleb White Hodge, former Hutt Valley representative, now living in Christchurch, is replacing Josh Kelly. And number 44, Corey Cox, is going to third base. And Aiden Tamati, our a.k.a. Luigi, is going to second base.
All right, my man.
And that
Luigi's
brings up
into second base now. Can't wait to see a bit of him. Also, this Caleb Hodge, who's come onto the hill here, left-hander, like the first couple of warm-up pitches. That's what I like, a little curveball that tails in.
Yeah, Caleb has a variety of pitches. That pitch is a very good one that he uses. He's got a good drop ball, a little bit of a rise. Oh, and that hit Logan O'Leary. And that curved a little bit too much. O'Leary takes first base. And I guess Caleb Hodge wanted to just make sure he wants that part of the plate.
I think that's one of the things, if you're going to face a left-hander, you make sure you don't stand too close to the plate. You can see here, O'Leary's, it's part of his MO to crowd the plate. And if that's the case, you're going to get a couple of those from time to time.
No doubt about it. Brings up a pinch hitter for Thomas Cameron, number 34. Let's see who we got here.
Noah Kynan is coming
Noah
to the
Kynan.
coming to the ball game to pinch hit.
Yep, so he's coming in to pinch hit for Thomas Cameron.
Good young player coming through the ranks. We've seen him make a number of representative teams for Hutt Valley. I think he was a Silverstream boy too that won the national championship
St.
last year.
Patsy was on that squad, yes.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nice pitching by Caleb after that hit by pitch.
There's lots of movement here. You mentioned it at the top of the shot. With that headwind for the pitcher, the ball is going to dance a little further, a little more as it comes into the zone. I guess the key thing here for Caleb Hodge coming into the ball game is to really stop the bleeding. 8 runs through 3.5 innings from Hutt City United. And if they can pick up another 2 runs here with this last out up their sleeve, it'll be 3 outs for the ball game going into the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, and I think for Hutt City United, trying to get out of this ball game as early as possible, but would be important for them to freshen up for tomorrow's day 3.
Tough work for Hodge. He was playing at second base, so he's come straight out, thrown 5 pitches, and then into his work here. That's not probably that advantageous for him. However, as you can see, he starts with a hit pitch and then a walk. His first 2 batters. Hopefully he can settle down now.
Brings up, that's a fly ball to left center field, and that's going to drop in. That's going to plate 1 run, 2 runs, and Shaw Wallace has a 2-run RBI single.
Those are the 2 runs they were looking for. Moves the scoreline out to 10 now. With 2 away, they'll send out O'Leary to run for Shaw Wallace, the catcher.
Brings up Keenan Easthope. So it doesn't get any easier when you're facing this Hutt City United team. They are batting from 1 to 9.
Well, 10th batter of the innings here too. Easthope started this 4th innings off.
Foul ball.
You've got to say they have been clinical in the batter's box though, Joe.
No doubt about it. They're not swinging at anything wild around the plate. They're forcing the pitches to come in. That's a nice pitch by Hodge.
And hitting the ball where the ball's being presented. 10 runs have scored for Hutt City United, not 1 home run with the wind blowing out. That's how well they've hit as a team.
Just missed on the outside corner. Caleb White Hodge wanted that one. And like you say, just wants to now stop the bleeding and get back into the batter's box.
1 out required.
Nice play by the third base, staying down on that. And after 3.5 innings of play, it's Hutt City United 10, Rolleston 0. Rolleston coming to bat in the bottom of the 4th.
When the radio's on and the sound is hot, you just have to enjoy. There's no way to stop.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Hutt City United lead 10-0. Rolleston hanging in there. Need to get a run to stop the fourth inning stoppage of play.
Yeah, sure is. The rule is 15 runs after 3 innings, 10 after 4, and 7 after 5. We are a 10-run margin, so if Hutt City United pick up 3 outs here without leaking a run, they will be the victors in this match and go through to the top 8.
Yep. And that's a great accomplishment for Hutt City United to get into the top 8. Young team.
100%. Second year in a row.
And Caleb Hodge gets a double down the left field line. And Rolleston are looking to extend this ball game.
Well, that's exactly what you want. You lead off runner on. In this case, was able to grab 2 bases, sliding into second base. So an eye open, an option for Rolleston to keep this one going into the 5th.
Yeah, Chopper, interesting that Josh Kelly, who's due up next, is not batting. They have Corey Cox batting.
Yeah, so Cox came in that switch when Kelly came up off the hill. He went to third base. Remember, Hodge moved from second to the pitcher. Luigi from third base to second base. So that was the substitution. Cox in, Kelly out.
Cox is a big strapping boy. Nice orange helmet.
He's not going to get lost in the sandstorm, is he, Joe?
That's for sure. Nice change up by Severs. And I've been impressed with Severs also. He's working quick, keeping these Rolleston hitters off balance. So they have hit some good hard balls. But he's working with the defense. But that ball is out of here. God, goodbye, over the fence and coming back in. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got a ball game on our hands.
Well, we sure do indeed. And when you need a fairy tale, maybe you need a batting helmet that won't get lost in a sandstorm, as we see a Cox. What a shot. He hits it out of the ballpark, actually into the Pahutakawa trees, past the outer fencing, bounces back off that nice Pahutakawa tree, and a 2-run scored by Rolleston. We're going to the 5th after this for sure.
We certainly are. That ball, there was no doubt about it. Like you say, Jason, it was in the Pahutakawas. Lucky they got the ball back.
Mark Porter's home plate umpire's just checking if is there any red flower marks on that ball? What's he doing? Does he want to eat it? Is it an apple? Looks like we're going to get a change, but.
Yep, we're going to get another pinch hitter. Let's see, we're getting
number 9 coming in. Brock Colbeck, we mentioned he picked up the
Rolleston
Brock
change
Colbeck,
in the 6-hole, 19, 1-9.
Here's the other member of the New Zealand Army side that won the inter-services this week. So he's going to come in for a pinch hit. You never know. Maybe the formula to us at the beginning of a comeback, Joe.
Well, I mean, it happens. And there's a lot of ball game left. There's only half a ball game through. 3.5 innings of play. 4 innings, 4. Yeah, 3.5.
Dare you say it?
It's happened before, Chopper. Strike. And that's Blake Hardy, the shortstop.
Yeah, sorry, Blake Hardy.
And I think the on-deck batter will be Brock Colbeck.
Yes, indeed. Just making that move one batter early.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I was just going to say, he's wearing Hardy's shirt.
That ball's fouled back. And Rolleston are just continuing to swing the bat.
Yeah, and they've done well with the bat today, to be fair. I know the scoreline was 10 runs to nil before that home run, but they have got 5 hits in the ball game through the 4th innings now.
Yeah, Severs wanted that one just a little up.
George McCarroll's been good today for Hutt City United. So has Joel Evans at first base.
And it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. So none out. 2 in. A 3-2 count. Strike on the outside corner. Good change-up.
Well, that's what you need sometimes, isn't it, after a home run, is vary the pace. Worked that well. Did Stevers in conjunction with his battery partner, Shaw Waltz.
And this brings up the pinch hitter now, Brock Colback.
This guy who played for the Army team. Army's getting a lot of love today.
Yeah.
So they should. Very proud of our New Zealand Army and the Navy.
Absolutely.
And, of course, the Air Force.
No doubt about it.
Demo.
That's fouled off. Another change up by Severs, just on the outside corner.
Oh, beauty. The first base camera, Toby, had to dodge for cover. Hey, protect the camera. Yourself comes second. That one just missed his ear.
That's an out.
That's an out on a pop out. EJ squeezes the ball for the second out of the inning. And that brings up, let's see, who does that bring up?
Tiahu Wall is due up here. Yeah, it is indeed the left fielder.
Yep, the 18, Tiahu Wall.
Strikeout victim back in the second innings, second at bat of the contest.
That's a ground ball. Nice play by Mumu. Oh, just misses. Made a nice play in the hole, but the throw got away. I think the runner was going to beat it anyway.
Yeah, I take that safe hit to me, to be fair, and that's the 6th safe hit by Rolleston in this match, the 3rd safe hit right here in the 4th innings.
And you can see why Rolleston are playing in this championship and doing really well. They got some hitters, and there's another base hit up the middle. And Rolleston have a 2-out rally.
Dare I say it, they've got a roll on? No, that's a bad pun. Let's not use that line, Joe. But they have 4 hits in the innings here from Rolleston. 2 runs scored. A little something happening.
Yeah, and I guess Craig Wallace has his pitcher, number 11, Jaden Heater, warming up. And it is about the 3rd time that they've seen him now, and that makes a difference.
Sure does indeed. Also, that last innings for Hutt United, remember they went through 10 batters, so a long time for Sievers to cool down.
That's up in the air. Joel Evans under it, makes the play for the 3rd out. But not before Rolleston score 2 runs on a big home run by Corey Cox, which almost left Fraser Park.
Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby.
At Hutt United, after 4.5 innings of play, it's 10-2 against Rolleston.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we got a ball game on our hands after that 2-run homer by Corey Cox, which left Fraser Park. Hutt City United now lead 10-2. But Rolleston are feeling a little bit better about themselves.
And so they should do. They haven't stopped trying, have they? It was on the back of Josh Kelly's courageous effort through 3.5 innings before he was lifted after 8 runs were scored. But now they've showed a bit of character, showed a bit of offense. Can they change that to defense right now?
We're back to the top of the pops, Jason, with Tane Mumu leading off.
Fantastic. So I should introduce you to my grandmother. She's about the only person in New Zealand who calls me Jason, but all good.
Nice play by the shortstop against the speedy Tane Mumu for the first out of the inning.
Well, we need a good play too, don't you, with the pace of Mumu. Just shows, looks like that maybe Rolleston have turned a corner here, Joe.
No doubt.
You can see on the replay here, backhand straight to him. He needs a strong throw. Bang,
oh,
bang.
That's out.
Legitimate. I don't know. I wasn't there when
And we can just hear here, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it could have been there from 3 seasons ago. they haven't updated.
Oh, that's so good, Joe. I don't know if you caught that. The umpire's telling him, look, I don't think that bat's passed the bat check, boys, because it's got a sticker on it. And the home plate umpire goes, that could have been on there from 3 seasons ago. Let's get rid of that one and carry on. Eh?
Yeah, so we got Tyson Byrne up batting second in the inning. That's fouled off.
The old save the bat approved
Yeah,
sticker
well,
from 3 years ago trick.
I mean, you know, batters are superstitious, and they don't like giving up a bat, do they? And Tane Mumu probably made the Black Sox with that bat. That's become a friendly bat for him.
But you know when you find that good one, it feels part of you,
Oh,
doesn't
no
it?
doubt about it. Yeah, softballers are very superstitious.
Yeah, they sure are indeed. That's the cool, quirky thing about the game of softball, if you ask me. Superstition. I have one when I watch my kids play, when I get a chance to. I'll always sit on their side of the diamond, and I'm always in the outfield, but I always sit on their side. I can't watch it from the other side.
Okay.
Too superstitious.
Yeah.
Strike.
Well, I know when I was coaching, and if I was wearing my coach's polo shirt for the game, and we had a good win, and that's a pop out by Tyson Byrne for the second out of the inning. But if I was wearing my that shirt and we won that game, that shirt was going to be worn the next day. Thankfully, we had washing machines.
It's like Sir Peter Blake and his famous red
The old
socks.
oval logo should not be.
Okay, we've got Joel Evans up.
When you talk about superstition, Joel Evans is one of the most superstitious players I know. And he's got to, when he gets ready for his at-bat, everything has to be right first. So right batting glove before left batting glove, all the time. If he doesn't,
That's a foul ball down the left field line.
if he doesn't do that, or say someone's got his batting gloves or whatever, he's like, no, I can't bat. Sub me out.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
I don't know how it got sticking.
In the morning, when he puts his boots on to come to the ball, those sneakers, it's got the right one before the left. When he puts his cleats on before the game, it's going to be right before the left.
Yeah. And that ball is hit deep to center field, and no, lovely play by the center fielder for the third out of the inning. We thought we had a home run there, grabbed by the center fielder. Well, Hutt City United, that's the end of 4.5 innings of play. Hutt City United lead 10-2 against Rolleston. Rolleston coming to bat in the bottom of the fifth.
New round one.
Try a trade. Try welding, plumbing, carpentry. Try automated trade skills. Material fabrication, electrical. Try painting, try tiling. Try a trade. Starting this month, a 7-week program in partnership with Welltech and Whitireia. Uncover your passion for a future career. Open to all ages. Register your interest today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2024 Club National Championships. Well, what a play by Grayson Keeper in center field to keep that puppy in the park.
Daylight robbery, I tell you, as he went all the way to the fence, reaches over, picks the pocket of the fan in the outfield, and takes that one back from Joel Evans. I guess he must have put his left-handed batting glove on this time.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky. Oh, we got a pitching change, Chopper.
Yeah. Sure do indeed. It was Daniel Seavers, as we mentioned. He had to wait for those 10 batters to bat in the 4th innings from Hutt City United. Cooled down a bit, managed to get his way through the next innings, but it's time to make a change. It is the junior Black Sox star, Jaden Heater, that will take over on the hill.
Jaden pitched a beautiful ball game in that under-19 tournament against the Franklin team. Oh, and this is Grayson Keeper. How many times do you see a great play in the outfield and then the batter leads off the next inning?
It seems like it's a recipe for something romantic here at the ballpark tonight, Joe.
Oh, that's gets away from Heater.
I hate that one. Here we go. Listen to this.
Hit bat then. We got foul ball.
I hate that when you duck out of the way because it's coming for your head and it somehow still hits the bat. Here we go. Look at this. Look out!
Oh.
Hey, strike 2.
Someone forgot to tell the bat to get out of the way.
Oh, that hit me.
Ouch. Yeah, that just got away from Jaden. It's 0-0. No balls, 2 strikes.
Bottom of the 5th innings here, Joe, with Hutt City ahead by 8 runs. Rolleston will need to score 2 runs to continue with this match, or it will be over.
Yeah, the run rule is in effect. 1 ball, 2 strikes, none down. Bottom of the 5th. That's fouled off. The Rolleston hitters still keep swinging the bats.
Well, you saw after they made the pitching change and Hodge came in onto the pitching mound, not really ready, but he did the last innings. He kept Hutt City to none. They scored some runs themselves.
Nice play by E.J. Albright on the slow ground ball and gets the runner at first for the first out of the inning.
Oh, fantastic indeed, E.J. Albright. He's top class, isn't he?
No doubt. That's a fly ball to left field. Camped under it is the left fielder, Logan O'Leary, for the second out of the inning. And we're 1 run away from the ball game.
Sure are.
1 out away from the ball game.
Down to the last out here. Caleb Hodge has been good for them today. Struck out in the 1st and a double to left field. And, of course, who's coming up after him is Cox. So
strike down the tram line.
Hodge needs to get on to give it to the superstar Cox to keep this game going.
And nice play by Tane Mumu for the 3rd out of the inning. And that will
82.
be the ball game.
82.
Hey, John. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had an exciting game. A lot of runs scored, mostly by Hutt City United. A big blast by Corey Cox, which is probably one of the biggest home runs I've seen in this tournament. And it was a great fight. Hutt City United showed their class, going out 10-2 winners. Chopper, your player of the day?
Yeah, well, I guess before I get to the player of the day, my thoughts on the match. I was really pleased to see Rolleston. It's my first time seeing them a full game with them here on Diamond 1. I was impressed with what I saw. They never gave up in the match. They kept on going. On the back of Josh Kelly, you see on screen there, he pitched his heart out. Hutt City United on paper are a way better team. But Rolleston didn't play like that today. So I think it's a tick mark for Rolleston. Impressed with Hutt City United. They go to the top 8 on a good win under their sails. They'll be ready to hit the ground rolling tomorrow. So a fantastic game. Ballpark Broadcasting player of the match. It's an easy one. It goes to a veteran, EJ Albright. With 1 hit today and a walk, he drove in 3 runs and some outstanding defensive plays at third base. For me, it is EJ Albright, the third baseman.
Okay, well, there you have it. On behalf of myself, Joe Fariso, my partner and mentor, Jason Gerbes, a.k.a. Chopper, and the broadcasting crew. We'll be back tomorrow for more action. And have a great night.